We would like to clarify that Rachel Gunn's management and legal team is committed to protecting her intellectual property and ensuring that her brand remains strong and respected.
That ship sailed a long time ago. Welcome back, Honeybee family. I've been on vacation. I hope you are all doing very well. By the way, I got my wife screaming in the background. She's over there working, so please try to ignore her, and we're going to move forward with talking about Raygun. By the way, I'm also using a new microphone, so things are going to sound a little bit different. But all right, let's get into it, guys. It hasn't been long since we spoke about Raygun. You remember her, right? The Australian B-girl who bombed the 2024 Olympics. Yeah, well, she's back and she's pulled another right royal cock up, let me tell you guys. Now, I'm all about trying to save face, okay? I can completely understand if somebody is embarrassed and wants to protect themselves or their brand from something. But we've spoken many times on this channel about how if only Raygun embraced her stupidity and lack of talent, she would have been much better off. I mean, she couldn't take back what she did to the world when she unleashed her so-called art. So since she couldn't take it back, it would have been better to just roll with it, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to gaslight the entire world into believing that she's someone who actually has talent in the first place. By doing so, she would have been able to protect her public image and maybe even capitalize on it while actually saving face. Maybe, dare I say it, she would have been able to be liked by the public. But instead, she's threatening to drop lawsuits if you dare mention her name. This brand new debacle started when Steph Broadbridge, an Australian stand-up comedian, decided that she wanted to do something that would probably have helped Raygun's public image.
Steph, last night was supposed to be your big preview night. What on earth happened?
Yeah, so we were all ready to go. We'd been doing rehearsals. I had a 8-person cast. I had band members coming from Canberra. And then I received a message from the comedy club that I was performing at that they'd had a cease and desist from Raygun's lawyers and we weren't going to be able to proceed.
So, Steph, Raygun seemed to be going along with all the jokes into the Olympics. So what is it specifically she has a problem with your show?
I have no idea.
What was the show about?
It was about Rachel Gunn. It was supposed to be, I mean, to me, she's an Australian icon, a female Australian icon, a white female Australian icon, and I was like, I could play that. I'm very excited to tell her story. It wasn't supposed to be nasty or done with any kind of malice, and it certainly wasn't supposed to take place on the scale that it's taken place. This was meant to be very low-key.
Well, do you have a message for her if she's watching?
Yeah, if you're watching, I just want to say I'm really sorry for all any negativity that you might have received as a result of this. I can promise you that was not my intention. This was supposed to be me trying to make you feel like the icon that I believe that you can be in Australia, and I just wanted to support you through it. So if there's been any negativity, I'm really sorry.
Unfortunately, though, Raygun was too short-sighted and got her lawyers involved before Steph even hit the stage. So let me tell you about it. Raygun the Musical, that's right, Raygun the Musical was canceled after the Australian Olympic breakdancers' lawyers threatened legal action against Steph Broadbridge and her production. Now, many people will sue someone after they do something to tarnish their name or cause some type of damage to their life in some way, right? But not Raygun. No. She's very proactive in protecting her very strong and positive image. She wanted to make sure that there was no chance on earth that this woman's portrayal of the 2024 Olympic disaster would be able to get out into the world. Because of course, it could tarnish her reputation. Oh yes, tarnish her reputation. The highly anticipated trial show for the musical documenting Rachel Gunn's journey to the Paris 2024 Olympics was supposed to debut on Saturday night at the Cancellation Hotel in Sydney, Australia. Unfortunately, the show was canceled only hours before it began, leaving fans, the production team, and let's be honest, the world disappointed. Broadbridge wanted her show to be as big as the show Raygun put on for the world. She envisioned a global tour for this thing. Sorry, Steph. You should have known better. You should have known that Rachel Gunn's reputation is much too important and much too respected to allow someone like yourself to tarnish it. Put yourself back in your place, Steph.
It was advertised as a musical parody of Raygun's journey to the Paris Games, featuring songs like I'm Breaking Down and I Would Have Won But I Pulled a Muscle. But in the world of Raygun, it seems there's one rule: laugh with her, not at her.
I think it will be good for her brand. I don't think it'll be bad for her brand.
Hours before tonight's premiere, comedian Steph Broadbridge has been forced to cancel the show after Rachel Gunn's lawyers threatened to sue.
Shock. I didn't expect to be on anyone's radar at this stage in the process of building this very small musical project.
Since going viral at the Olympics for her unique breakdancing routine, Rachel Gunn has been on a carefully crafted PR run.
And getting used to this whole new world, this whole new reality.
Jumping in front of cameras for numerous media appearances.
What is going on? What is my life right now?
In a statement, Raygun's management said they were committed to protecting her intellectual property and ensuring that her brand remains strong and respected.
I think she should be flattered, so I'd love it if people parodied me.
Under Australian copyright law, satire and parody is exempt under fair dealings, but that didn't stop Raygun's legal team sending the show's venue here on Oxford Street a cease and desist notice. Despite the setbacks, Steph hasn't given up on one day performing the show.
I wrote every song imagining her sitting in the front row watching it.
Does that offer still count for her to come to the show?
Of course, yes. I wanted to see it more now.
Steph put her heart and soul into creating songs for her show, such as You May Be a B Girl, But You'll Always Be an A Girl to Me, I'm Breaking Down, and the intriguing I Would Have Won But I Pulled a Muscle song. Rachel's lawyers got in touch with the venue and threatened legal action, so we will be refunding their $10 or comp ticket back for that, Broadbridge told the press on Saturday. This show was heavily promoted by Broadbridge, adorned in Australia Olympic gear, complete with a green and gold cap. You might remember those colors from somewhere. Sources say that Steph's show was screwed over by Gunn's team when she featured Raygun in the title and used her trademarked kangaroo dance on the poster. Steph goes on to say that her lawyers trademarked my poster, which is flattering. I hope they do something fun with that, the comedian stated. They were also worried that I was damaging her brand, which I would never do. She doesn't need me to do that. Well done, Steph. Well done. Clearly you got the memo about her reputation. Not really sure that she got it, though. Steph goes on to say that they were very concerned that people would think Rachel Gunn was affiliated with this musical. She also goes on to say, I want to assure everyone she will not be part of the show. She's welcome to come. I would love for her to see it. They also said I wasn't allowed to do the dance because she owns the kangaroo dance. That one did puzzle me. Broadbridge also claimed that she would never even have been able to attempt the infamous Olympic-grade kangaroo dance in the first place. So she doesn't really know what Gunn's lawyers were worried about. That's an Olympic-level dance, Broadbridge says. How would I possibly be able to do that without any formal breakdancing training? Anyway, to alleviate the concerns of Raygun's lawyers, I will be changing the name of the character to Raygun. Basically, Raygun with an I. I hope that fixes everyone's concerns. Raygun's talent agency, Born Bread, issued a statement about Broadbridge's musical on Saturday. We would like to clarify that Rachel Gunn's management and legal team is committed to protecting her intellectual property and ensuring that her brand remains strong and respected, Born Bread said. Now listen, I know you guys work for this lady. I know you're getting paid, but her intellectual property, we're talking about the kangaroo dance here, guys. We're talking about the infamous friggin' kangaroo dance. You all know that Australia has disowned this woman, right? They do not respect her. They do not like her. Australia does not want her. She has no intellectual property because you need to have intellect in order to have that. You got to understand that. I know they're getting paid. They got to do what they got to do. While we have immense respect for the credible work and effort that has gone into the development of the show, we must take necessary steps to safeguard Rachel's creative rights and the integrity of her work. Yes, her work, guys, her art. You know, she is much more sophisticated than pretty much anybody else on this earth. She's practically told us this just in slightly varied words, but let me tell you, the words aren't varied that much. This action is not intended to diminish the contributions of others, but rather to ensure her brand is properly represented and protected in all future endeavors. Alright, now let me tell you something. We initially covered Raygun going on The Project. You guys remember that interview when she was on The Project? And basically blaming every single thing wrong with her performance and every single thing wrong with her life on Australia itself. And in fact, it wasn't only on Australia itself, but it was also on the judges and every single person who had anything negative to say about her show. It was basically all of those people's fault. It was not her fault by any means, okay? After that, we did a video covering and gave Raygun some props, in fact, for going on the Jimmy and Nath show. That's an Australian talk show over there. And she had a genuine laugh about herself. She really did. She seemed to be a better sport about things. This was after a tour that she did on a cruise liner with Richard Branson, the billionaire, where she somewhat acknowledged the fact that she may not be the best breakdancer on earth. So we were actually seeing a little bit of humility from this person at this point in time, which was incredible. I couldn't believe it. I was telling you guys, this woman has no humility. She will take zero accountability, and we started to kind of see that change. We kind of started to see that turn around. But guys, if only she was able to keep it. She was not able to keep it. Oh, poor Steph Broadbridge, let me tell you. Old habits really do die hard, don't they, Rachel? They die hard. But what's that phrase again, guys? You remember it? Something about pride goes before a fall. Well, let me tell you, Raygun has hit the ground hard because she has fallen and cannot get up. Why couldn't Raygun just continue to celebrate the things that are making her relevant in the first place? That's what I want to know. She even backed a competition to find who could do the best kangaroo performance. Okay? She was totally leaning into it. But now, no, the kangaroo performance for Steph, no, sorry guys, that's copyrighted. Okay? I mean, she was allowing her ego to take a hit, to allow others to see that she's not just some stuck-up, egotistical boofhead. I love all the creativity and the interpretations and the things that it has sparked off, Raygun said at the GQ Men of the Year Awards. Guys, I'm not good at Australian accents. I'm probably not good at many accents. You just got to deal with me, okay? Sorry about that, Australia. It's no disrespect to you. I've already seen Christmas decorations. I've seen Raygun nutcrackers and Raygun bubbles. Oh, I guess she's saying bobbleheads or something. Some of these are really nice and I want some. Then why, Rachel, then why are you going around trying to silence the world from giving their opinions about the reality of which you forced us to live, Raygun? Why are you doing that? Why? Why are you digressing? Why are you going backwards? It kills me, guys. I really thought there was hope for this woman. In a recent interview, she actually admitted she'd come a long way since working in a call center many years ago, which, you know, it must have been humbling for her to admit that she actually used to be in a call center, guys. You know, she's come a long way since then. You know, she's changed the game, the B-girl game, the B-boy game, all the B-bopping games. She's changed everything. She's changed the world. She mentioned in that interview that she never imagined that she would make such a huge impact all over the world. Well, Raygun, I hate to break it to you, girl, but it wasn't your skill, okay, that caused you to have a huge impact all over the world. It was not your skill. Nope. It's people like Steph Broadbridge that are keeping you relevant. I'm sorry to say it, Raygun. Why couldn't you just buy a $10 ticket to the show, sit back with your feet up, munch on some goddamn popcorn, and just enjoy the ride? The more you laugh along with it, the more people would like you. But no, you got to go around threatening to sue people because of your fragile ego. You want to pretend like you're okay with people playing jokes. You want to pretend like you're cool with people making fun of you. But you're not. Your ego is too fragile, and it's disgusting. I'm sorry, Rachel, but you either learn to put your ego in the back seat, or you're just going to continue to dig the hole that you're in deeper and deeper, my friend. Pretty soon, you're going to dig so deep that you're going to hit the North Atlantic Ocean, let me tell you. Make sure you have your scuba gear with you. Thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing. Let me know what you think in the comments about Australia's black kangaroo of breakdancing, and I'll catch you all at the next one.